Hello there, welcome to the program, The Woman in You. I've got pride, I've got potentials, I have class, and I am special. Joy Uche is my name, and I thank you for joining us on our program today. You know, The Woman in You is a program where we come showcasing the worth of every woman, because every woman is wonderful, every woman is outstanding, every woman is marvelous, adorable, and nice, and should be treated that way. But unfortunately, some of us women have lost confidence in ourselves, and so we bring this program every week on Delta Television to showcase the worth of every woman, to let you know that as a woman, sister, you are 100% that queen. Welcome to the show today, and on set I have a beautiful woman. Yes, a woman with class, a secretary par excellence. A woman has got a lot that she wants to bring to us today to help us believe in ourselves. And I tell you often, as a woman, every morning when you dress up and you want to go out, one thing you need to put on to complete your dressing is your self-confidence. Do not allow anybody to put you down. My womanhood is my pride. Ladies and gentlemen, join me, make welcome to the program today, Mrs. Ruth Omonigo Daboner. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us on the program today.
Thank you.
Glad to see you.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, ma'am, we're going to have you, like I just said, we're glad to have you here. But first and foremost, we want to really know, who is Mrs. Ruth Omonigo Daboner?
Thank you. Like you said, I am Mrs. Ruth Omonigo Daboner. I'm a career woman. I'm a wife, and I am a mother. As a career woman, I have been to school. I have HND in secretarial administration from Archie Polytechnic. I have functioned in various ministries and capacity as a secretary to chief executives. I decided again at a point to go to music to get a BSc in accounting as a result of the BSc HND dichotomy. And thereafter, I went to Jos to get the professional certificate in accounting. So as we speak, I'm a chartered accountant. Also, I did a diploma course in verbatim reporting, and currently I am reading law in the Open University. That it has to do with my career as a woman. And then as a mother, I am the mother of 3 amazing children, 2 girls and a boy, to the glory of God. And as a wife, I am married to a loving and wonderful husband, Engineer Chief Sonny Arigbala Daboner, the Atete one of Uwe Kingdom. Thank you.
Now we're going to go down memory lane. We want to look at Ruth as a little girl. Growing up, what was it like? Your growing up years?
Good. As a little girl, I was born into a loving family of late Chief Abigail Okere and Mrs. Bethel Abigail. I enjoyed my little girl life in my family, though I was born into a polygamous home, with my mother being the 3rd wife. So you can imagine. And my mother had 6 of us, me being the 2nd child. Growing up in the midst of this family was a beautiful one. But like you heard from my introduction as a career woman, I love academies. I love academies. I like to read. I like to go to school. Unfortunately, I had a father who didn't believe in the school of thought that female children should be trained or should be educated. You are of age, you get married, and go to your husband's house. But I insisted I needed to go to school. And thank God for my mother. She went around my father's friends and relatives to beg them to make my father send me to school, having passed the common entrance examination, at least to further my studies. I was given a condition. If I fail, that ends it. If I get pregnant, that ends it. Because my father actually didn't have children that much. The first two wives had one each, and then my mother came and had 6 of us, me being the first girl from my mom. And you know, in the olden days, children were more or less ways of measuring men's wealth. So, my father didn't want to lose me because I was more or less a child that brought joy. A child that was everything. I was loved. I was pampered. Then I used to go to Leventis to get essential goods. It was a beautiful one. But I insisted I had to go to school. And I took the challenge. When my father said, if you fail or you get pregnant, that will be it. I said, no, I won't disappoint you. And I went. I got through school, secondary school, went to Archie Polytechnic, and then today I am a graduate and a professional holder of various certificates. That is because of determination. When I got back from school, my father, like I said, he wasn't of the school of thought that female children be trained. I came, unfortunately met my mother sick and was admitted in the hospital. I went to visit and I was standing by my mom's bed when the matron came and said, he beckoned on a junior nurse to come dress the patient on bed 5. And the nurse sarcastically said, I beg, I'm not going to dress that patient too. Unfortunately, he didn't know that the patient is my mom. So I said, fine. Today I will know whether you want to retain this your certificate as a nurse or you want to go back home and still not working in this hospital. So I went to the MD of the hospital and said, please, I want this nurse to come and explain why he cannot do the dressing of the patient in bed 5, on bed 5. And the doctor was, wow, no, please leave. And then they followed me to the ward. In fact, that day I had the hospital bound. I said, until my father comes here, nothing will be done. And then I insisted. My father was invited. And when my father came, we went to the MD's office, we sat down and we talked, and I said, yes, let the nurse come here and explain why she cannot do the dressing. And to say it out, I want to know her reason why. And then to cut the long story short, we were begged, I was begged, the nurse apologized, and then the whole team went to dress my mom. You know, after that, my father went home, feeling fine, feeling proud, feeling satisfied. I wanted to tell the story to everyone who cares to know that I'm proud of my daughter. He didn't want to go to school. He didn't want train. He preferred to train the boy. But I proved him wrong. I displayed that. And my father was satisfied. Even as I speak, I know he'll be happy wherever he is.
That's the joy. That's the joy. I told us anything like that. We know it's not so much. When fathers will say, no, no child don't go to school, get married and all of that. But we know Nigeria, some parts still discriminate anyway. But we're trying to let them know that be the girl child or boy child, the child is going to stand up for you and speak for you, and just maybe the daughter, you wouldn't know.
Sure.
So
now, as a little girl, every little girl has a dream. Like my little girl will say she wants to be a doctor when she grows up tomorrow. So I know that as a little girl, then growing up, you had a dream. You wanted to become someone. I want to be, something. And with that determination that you have in you, wanting to go to school even when your father wasn't initially wanting to send you to school as a girl, there should be this dream of yours, what you're looking up to. So what were your dreams as a little girl? Today, you are a secretary per excellence these days. You've got so many other degrees to your name. What exactly were your dream? You wanted to be a lawyer? Did you actually want to be a secretary? Tell us.
Yeah, I actually had a dream of becoming a lawyer. Maybe at the end, now that's what I'm falling back to. I'm doing law now.
I think I was secretarial studies.
No. I never thought of it. I never dreamt of that. But then again, jammed me. Oh, yes. So I decided to go to the Polytechnic. And then, secretarial study wasn't in the curriculum, or as it were, it was office management. So in my own ignorance, I was like, oh, office management, fine, I'm going to be a manager, because I've always aimed to be at the top. Oh, it has always been my determination, my dream. So I said, fine, office management, oh, I'm going to be a manager, So I took it up, but only to get to the class and find out that it was secretarial administration. But when I didn't get discouraged, I continued. And that's why I said, maybe that's the calling God has for me. Because in spite of all these other qualifications that I've acquired today, they are my personal belongings, however. But I still function as a secretary. And I'm happy with that.
Now, we've been talking, and let's go from your coming from a polygamous home. Now let's look at your advice concerning polygamy.
Yes. Polygamy, some persons look at it as a very bad thing. Well, the Bible too condemns it. But then again, I must tell you, if there were no polygamy, a person like me wouldn't have come to life. I just told you my father had 3 wives, and my mother being the last of the 3 wives. So if my father didn't marry my mom, I possibly would not have been here today. I would not have been invited. You understand? But that notwithstanding, those who can keep to the monogamy thing, you want to be married to one wife, one man, fine. But if not, if you are a polygamist, do the needful. People say you can't love the women equally, but you can provide for them. You can take care of them. Then the women, of course, don't say because you are in a polygamous and you want to rely solely on the man. No. What is your duty? What's your value? What value have you added to yourself that you bring into the table? You understand? The fact that I'm married to a man who already has a wife, or 2 wives as it were, am I dependent on that man? Am I in competition with the other women? Am I someone who can take care of myself when the chips are down? I can train my children? Oh, it will please you to know that I'm a strong woman. And I had the first marriage. Oh yes, and I single-handedly brought up my 3 children. I was even in school doing my HND with my first daughter, just 3 weeks old, with me, and I came out with excellent results. So it is the person in you. You understand? It is that person in you. And don't say because, what will the society say? Oh, what will the people say? Oh, how do I explain it? How will my church take it? And you are dying in the marriage. You are being abused, as it were. Marriage abuse or domestic abuse is not necessarily blowing, exchange of blows. It could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be anything. So, if you can't take it, please come out. That's my advice. If a young lady, a wife, you can take it, step out instead of having to die there. Esinachi or whatever is still fresh in her memory. If she has stepped out, I'm sure by today she will still be living. But when it gets crazy and you can't tolerate it, please step out. Please step out. It is better that you are alive to live for the children. He is alive to live for the children. You can both communicate. Because the children will see him, they will see you, but you both live in peace. You understand? So that's my advice.
As a woman, we need you to stand strong to be able to take whatever decisions you want to take as a woman.
Yeah.
So now, what will you advise to be successful in family life, to be successful, or you are successful still, you're still working there and pursuing your career as a woman? You're a strong woman. So how will you advise other women to be able to build careers for themselves? Because some women find it difficult to be able to build a family and build a career. So what's your take on that?
Yeah. First and foremost, what do you want? Let's start from there. Because like I said, I'm determined to be educated. I'm determined to read. I'm determined to get to the peak of my career. You understand? So there shouldn't be any excuse for saying, oh, now I am making babies, so I can't go to school. I am working, so I can't make babies, or I can't pursue my education. No. There are alternatives, there are better arrangements, there are facilities that, if you're nursing babies, you can send your babies as a growing young woman or newly married with a baby girl in my hand, and I was working. I had a little help in my house, but I take the help and the child to a daycare. I was working with Sheldon. I closed at 4 o'clock. I go pick my child from there. And then when I joined the civil service, I needed to add value to myself. I went to Oka to start my BSc program, and I was still having a small baby in my hand who was in school. My other daughter was in university. The other one was in secondary school. So we were all going to school.
And growing at the same time?
Growing at the same time. So I was graduating, they were graduating, they were leaving one educational level to the other. It all depends on your arrangement. You understand? So I do not really believe in one giving the excuse of, the man is not supportive, or my family is not supportive, who will train me? You can't help yourself. The truth of the matter, why not start? And the help will just come from nowhere. You understand? I had a boss then, worthy to mention his name. Dr. Bradus was my commissioner then, when I was doing that program in Oka. And when I go to him on a Friday to say, okay, I want to go to school. He say, Mama don't fail. I say, yes, Mama can't fail. You understand? He would call the SC and say, give Mama transport to go to school. And sometimes he gives me 10,000, 15,000 to go. And I get to school, I'll buy my handout from there. Because you don't expect that I pay 15,000 from here to Oka. Oh no. So I buy my handout from there. I can buy a book from there. I can pay others needs from my class from there. And that's how I went on and on and on. You understand? So I didn't need to depend on a husband. I didn't need to depend on my family. Of course, my parents were no more. And then I was just newly employed in level 8 or 7, as it were, because I was actually employed as a level 7 officer. You understand? Even with my HIV, discrimination again. But it didn't deter me. It didn't discourage me. It didn't stop me. Because I had a focus. Because I had where I was going. I knew what I wanted. So, in spite of all the odds, I fought ahead. And today, with my head up, I can proudly say, yes, that in spite of everything, I conquered.
All right. Now talking about school as it is, we'll go from there to the saying of the younger generation of our time. They say something like school na scam. What's your take on signing that?
It's heartbreaking to hear somebody say school na scam. No, school cannot be scam. You can be whatever you want to be. A musician, a trader, a career person, whatever. But you need education. You need education. You need school to achieve all of this. For example, you may have all the money. You may have all it takes to dress elegant.
Yeah.
But can you speak when a graduate is talking? As I am here, if I had to stand before the governor, the president, even of America, I will speak with my head up there. Oh yes. I will speak authoritatively, you know. I will speak widely. I will speak convincingly. But you, who is saying school is a scam, you didn't go to school because you want to believe in the street. Say, now we be street people. When you go from the motor park, I bet you, complex will come and you'll be nowhere when an educationist is talking. When somebody who went to school is talking, there is confidence that comes with it. There are a lot that you cannot undermine going to school. Let no one deceive these young ones that school is calm. Thank you.
You've told us so much of how you went through school, forged ahead, determined that you've got so much certificates to your name today, being a wife and a mother, and still a career woman. So what's your advice to women that would like to want to, build a career and as well, build their home? Because some women find it difficult to be able to hold a family front, build a home, and pursue a career. What's advice to them?
Good. You said women are nowhere pleased. Maybe permit me to speak pidgin English here. Now they speaking when they see neither the same message. You understand? You may be well read. You may have achieved this or that. But have you made yourself available? Because a lot of persons will say, oh, politics, I don't want to be part of it. They do this, they do that. You understand? I don't want to be part of politics. But they are the first to criticize. The government will not do this. The government will not do that. You understand? But otherwise, women who are well-read, women who have achieved certain positions, women who have values, women who can bring something to governance, they should please make themselves available. I understand that the men will want to edge us out. Oh yes. Oh, they say that position is not for a woman. Like some careers are restricted for women, for male and female. So engineering, no, that's not a female field. But today, it's amazing that women even do very well in these restricted careers, as it were, or disciplines. So in the same vein, women should make themselves available. Apply yourself to the system. If there are positions that are available, the government or the people responsible, they make those positions available. Please, those who deem themselves fit to apply should please apply. When they apply, when we have a voice, then other women will want to follow suit. But when everybody sits back, so I can't do it, politics is not for women, oh I don't want to humiliate it, oh I don't want to do this, night meetings and all of that. You are there for everything you do. There is a price to be paid. So if that is the price, we are not saying go there and compromise. We are not saying go there and mess yourself up. But if you have the opportunity, go there and give the stuff that is in you. What you are made of. What difference can you make? What is that thing that is in you that you think you can do differently from what other men or those who have been in such positions have been doing? That is my take.
This issue of, because we have women, I beg to say, sometimes people will say women are their own troubles.
Oh yes.
Let's look at the concept of women supporting women. How do you look about it? Look at it, because we know that a lot of we women hardly support our fellow women. So sometimes I wonder, why are we like this? Bema, please, just tell us, how do you look at the concept of women supporting women, and why do women like it? Who held down soon?
Maybe I should start by saying it is nature. Otherwise, why would you want to pull me down and rather join hands with me to make progress? So, it is the nature of a woman to pull down another woman because they are not satisfied with do I say themselves or what you have to do. They look at you as, this one now over Sabi the warrior. Now Sabi the warrior. Oh, she has come to show herself. But that is not it. Why allow complex to eat you up? Why allow competition eat you up? Why don't you allow contentment to be your place? What you can do and somebody else can do, a fellow woman can do, support that person. Support the person. You understand? If, for example, I have a position to vie for, and I say, oh, women, come join me and ensure that I get this position. I'm sure 10 persons will say, you know her. You think she can make it? That is the pull down syndrome. You understand? But we should grow beyond this. We should grow beyond that. Today, the society is evolving. It's evolving. So we shouldn't look at, if I do now, or if I say it now. Even in a gathering, you want to talk and you have a point to make, you are scared or you are ashamed not to talk because somebody else is going to say, see, I'm going to start. Now, this is what they see, and now so it will show itself. No. After that, you want to keep yourself low? No. That's where I am different. Nobody will want to work on my self-esteem. Or some people say, she is proud, she is this. No. I have confidence in myself. I am a self-esteem person. I have integrity. I have values in me. So wherever I find myself, I of course want to show myself. I want to showcase what I have. I want to tell you why I am different from every other person. So I don't care who is pulling me down or who is looking at me the other way negatively. No. We should have women, please, I'm begging all of us. We should have a changed mind or stage concept of pull him down or pull her down syndrome. We should support our fellow women. The men say proudly that women are the problems of their fellow women.